Hi, my name's Yana. I'm a streamer and an actor. I'm known on Twitch as Fawn, and welcome to my first ever vlog. You know what? Something's just not quite right. Okay, hold on a second. Let me fix something. That's better. Now let's talk warrior cats. If you never had the absolute pleasure of growing up with these books, which now amount to, I believe it's 70 plus books under the Warriors banner by now, you're missing out. I feel bad for you. I feel sorry that you didn't get to, run around and pretend to be cats during your afternoons at school, or spend all your time on Neopets boards looking for warrior cat roleplay groups. I have to try harder and harder to convince my friends that I'm not a fairy. Not that there's anything wrong with being a fairy, but I am not one. I am just a girl who really likes cats. So this was right up my alley. What is Warriors? Warriors is a series by Erin Hunter. Erin Hunter is actually now about like 7 different women. I believe when it first started, it was only 3 women writing these books. But this is the very first book, Into the Wild. Now, I was reading these as they were like coming out. I don't want to look up when that was because it'll make me feel really old. But I found these at my local library as a small child and I was hooked, absolutely hooked. It's a story about Rusty. This is Rusty here, who's a kitty pet, which is what the clans and warriors, what the other cats call domesticated pet cats. Here somewhere. Where is he? Probably this one. And so he ventures into the wild. My cat is making some noise. She's down here. Man, would you like to come say hello? Man? We stole her from the wild. Hello? Oh, very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to tell them about warriors, and you're not making it very easy, are you? Anyways, Rusty goes out. He wants more from than his kitty pet life, than this comfortable life. He wants to be a wildcat, and he finds these clans. Think of them like Hogwarts houses, but for wildcats. Yes, this book is just about, I say books, the entire series is just about cats being cats. I remember a surprising amount from particularly the first and second series of these books. There's like 6 in the start of each series, I think. This one is The Prophecies Begin, then it is The New Prophecy, then it is Power of 3, and honestly, I kind of gave up by that point. It gets a bit ridiculous once there's, I say it gets a bit ridiculous as if I'm not reading a book about, like, cats. Anyways, I have not read this book or series at all since I was probably about, maybe, 12. So it's been over a decade. And I didn't realize just how much of an impact these books had on a bunch of other people. So I thought I might reread them. I'm rereading with a bunch of my friends on Discord as well. And discuss it and reread it with you. And I want to basically answer the question, does warrior cats hold up? In my mind, I'm going to make a tentative guess and say probably not. Yeah, as most kids' books probably don't. I want it to, though. I want to feel the nostalgia and feel the love that I once did. I'm trying to think of things that I remember from the books. So writing-wise, I remember a lot of phrases were constantly reused. The one that stands out to me is pang. they would always say, like, Firestar felt a pang of anguish. Oh, spoilers. Sorry, spoilers. But it would be like a pang of sadness or like a pang of anger or something like that. There's quite a bit of making dirt. That's wild cat speak for going to the toilet. I don't know how, I feel like a lot of other books just straight up ignore the fact that their characters need to pee and poop, but that's apparently an important thing about warriors, about the cats. There's also a lot of patrols. They're constantly on patrol in their territories. Territories? I don't know. Speaking of territories, the clans, at the start at least, there are these 4 clans. Yes, they're on the shirt. Shout out to Jamie's library for getting me this beautiful shirt for my birthday.
This one is Wind Clan? Yeah, that's Wind Clan. Known for, being thin and living in like a really sparse... I don't know, the Wind Clan kind of sucks from memory. This is all from memory because I haven't read the book yet. Haven't read it. Wind Clan seems like they kind of hunt like rabbits and they're really thin. Ooh, windy, I don't know. River Clan can swim and they mostly live off fish. They live by the river. What do you do? I don't know, that's kind of cool. River Clan I think was one I always liked River Clan. We have Shadow Clan, the Emo Clan obviously, the Slytherin Clan, and Thunder Clan, which is the big boss cat thing.
Anyway, I have waited months. I had this idea months ago that I wanted to do this because I started talking about warriors on stream, and I can't stop thinking about them. I cannot stop. It was such a big part of my childhood. These books, expensive and very popular, apparently, because this is from the library. It's not... I was hoping to get the beautiful hardcover one that I originally read from the library, but alas, this will do. We're finally here. And because I had to wait all that time, I got my birthday present from Jamie. Which, I will now be living in this. But yeah, if you would like to, if you have access to a copy of this fantastic book, please read along with me and let's rediscover the magic of warrior cats together. Please. I'm making this video literally because I need other people to understand why I was so obsessed with this. I don't know, it might be a flop, it might be hilarious. I'm gonna read it probably over this weekend and just keep on checking in with you guys and vlogging the experience. So, let's go. Okay. This feels very intimate, doesn't it? I just wanted to open the book together. Sorry. When I was saying like 70 plus books, I wasn't kidding. So we have, okay, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main series. So those are all like the main series and they each have 6, I think. Oh, the last one has 5 maybe. Unless they're still writing it. Oh God, Erin, I'm so sorry. We also have Seekers, which I think is like a spin-off, but it's following bears. And then Survivors, I think, is following dogs. Honestly, absolutely no interest in that whatsoever. Sorry. It's got to be cats. It's cats or nothing with me. Apparently. Oh, this was one of my favorite... Okay. This is one of my favorite parts. Which is that they have the clan, the current clan at the start of each book. So how the clans, everyone in each clan for the start of the book. At least all that we know. All that we know of. This is me. This is going to be me just reading and going, remember the good times. I don't need to be on camera for that. That's taking it a bit far. Get back to you when I actually start reading. Good morning. I am back. Last night we had Jamie's leaving dinner and drinks, so she's feeling a little rough. She's a little dusty, but I am back. I am, of course, in my Warriors shirt. And we are ready to start the first proper day of rereading Into the Wild. But first, let's get cozy. I just finished the prologue and I already feel like crying. I just want to cry. I'm such a baby. I'm so emotional. The fire alone can save our clan. Oh. Spoiler warning. Fire refers to fire poor, you know, how he's known in the book. And it's just, he's just such a good leader. Oh, there she is. She's been a menace. She's been a menace today. Well, I guess that's all my reading done for today. I'm going to need to find a new reading spot. Thank you, Pippa. But yeah, the prologue, and I'm already emotional. Okay. The writing is... I don't know if I just got nostalgia, but it's I find it quite moving. That sounds so lame. But at least in these very beginning books, the tone is just so serious, but I don't know, it's in a way that means that it works, because obviously it's about cats. It can get very ridiculous very quickly, but it almost takes itself very seriously, but it takes itself seriously in a way that means that it's still really enjoyable to read. And it is more immersive, at least to me. I don't know, it might be the nostalgia talking though, we don't know. Who's to say? I'm gonna see if Pippa's gonna let me. Sit back, you wanna sit with Mum? Can Mum sit with you? Hello. Good morning. So, I didn't get too much reading done of Warriors in the weekend. I'm up to chapter 7, but luckily it's a really short book, so I can kind of just take my time. I had a busy weekend. That's okay. We're back, and my goal this week is absolutely to finish it. And I'm actually not the only one doing a Warrior Cats reread. I'm reading it with a few of my friends from my Discord, on my Discord channel. And we've been discussing it a little bit. And for the most part, I really thought that I was going to be cringing like at every second. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to... Sorry if you can hear scratching, by the way. My cat has her favorite box. Wait, I'll show you. This is so cute. Oh, I have a package. Pippa, are you gonna join the Warrior Cats reread? So anyways, as I was saying, I have been doing this reread also with a few people in my Discord, and we're all reading Into the Wild, and my friend May said that the word kitty pet made her cringe, which I would totally agree with. I was like, oh yeah, that does. The kitty pet is pretty bad. Making dirt is another one that we've addressed that is not a pleasant term. And also sharing tongues. Oh, that's just... Which is like, it's nice in an idea. Like when cats like groom each other, it's really cute, right? When they're like, oh, we're gonna share tongues. I don't know, something about that doesn't sit right with me. Are you okay, ma'am? But on the whole, I thought this was going to be unreadable. Not gonna lie. I thought I would sit down and I would try and read it and I'd be like, oh, no, writing is bad. The writing isn't bad. I'll come out here and say it. Like, obviously, it's still a children's book, so I feel like things are very plainly stated, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's done in a way that's, like, really annoying to read. Oh, we're gonna hold hands? Oh, that's so nice. Sorry, I just really like cats. Obviously. I'm actually quite enjoying it. Like, genuinely, I'm enjoying it. But anyways, let's get into chapter 7. And please, let me know if you've ever thought about what your cat's warrior name might be. If you don't have a cat, then think of one for Pippa. Pippa needs one, don't you? It's Yellowfang! Sorry, we're just meeting Yellowfang, and Yellowfang is probably one of my favorite characters in the very first series. Oh, I love her. What a queen. Sorry, I'm just really emotional. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna cry. It was like... I'm up to the bit where it's like a first attack from Shadow Clan on Thunder Clan. And like one of the elders dies protecting the kittens. And Yellowfang saves the rest of the kids, and it's just... Why am I so emotional? Why am I getting so emotional over fake cats? She's just like this. I'm sorry, but it's really emotional, okay? I wasn't expecting to feel these things, but I feel a lot of emotions when reading these books. And I just wanted to share because I hope I'm not the only one. I'm very enthusiastic about this. I'm realizing that this is holding a lot more weight and emotion to me than I thought it would, and I don't know if it's because of the nostalgia or that the writing is just genuinely kind of good. I care about these cats a lot. I don't know, but oh boy. So I just finished my stream for the night. So I had some more thoughts about warriors. Lionheart's dead. Sorry. Sorry. But they get rid of ThunderClan deputies like it is no one's business. They get rid of, like, lovable cats like it's absolutely no one's business. When you know that Tiger Claw is the way that he is, the other warriors that are like mentors, I feel like mean a lot more because they're just so good. They're so good and like pure-hearted, and I love them. And then Lionheart's just... I don't know how I read this as a child and wasn't like completely ruined by it. Maybe I was. I don't know. We'll explore that later in therapy, probably. Like, death, like characters dying in these books, it happens so often, and I feel like it happens so dramatically more than like other children's books that I like. And like, this is children. Children read this. I read this when I was like 10, like very young. And also, oh my god, the trauma that poor Ravenpaw is put through. Ravenpaw is like one of my favorites. I'm like, Ravenpaw just sounds like the cutest, most adorable. I just want to hug him. I just want to give him a big hug. And he is put through so much, and he doesn't have a good time. Like, why am I getting so worked up over these cats? Why? Why is this destroying me? Why am I like this? I really hope that I'm not alone in this, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how if anyone else has read this, if you feel the same way. I feel very, very strongly about these books. So if you're reading it along with me, or just read it recently in general, thank you. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow for what might be the final day of Warriors Into the Wild. Who knows? We'll see how we go. Okay. Good night. See you in the morning. Hey guys, I just really quickly wanted to recommend this YouTube channel, and particularly this video right here, which is a deep dive into the Warrior Cats fandom. It is just incredible. Highly recommend for anyone who has ever read Warrior Cats or is interested in reading Warrior Cats. Good afternoon. So, since today I will be finishing Into the Wild, I thought I would bring you guys into the wild for that. By the wild, I mean my front lawn. But, you know, I think it's a really pretty view. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit cold, so I brought out the big guns. The big guns being my Animal Crossing Raymond hoodie complete with cat ears, so obviously very on brand. I've got a nice cup of tea here, and I've got some snacks, so I think I'm ready to do this. Let's get cozy and finish Into the Wild. Woo! I don't know if I'm ready for this, but let's do it anyway. Just cat girl things, you know. Still got the Warrior Cats t-shirt on though, don't worry. Let all cats old enough to catch their own prey join here under my Gemini sign for a booktube meeting. I have finished Into the Wild. The first Warriors book is finished. I've even read the chapter 1 of Fire and Ice that they've got on the back here. From my memory, I think Fire and Ice is my favorite, but I digress. What a journey. What a roller coaster. I sincerely hope other people are reading along with me so they can feel the emotional turmoil that, that I am feeling right now. My cat is judging me so hard. Sorry. She's sitting over there and she is just really judging me. I don't know. I feel like the deaths in these books and the tragedies are so fast that they're not given enough time for me to process, but I guess that's good for kids, that it's not like, let's dwell on it, I guess. Let's dwell on death. But I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, sorry, I've just been shot through the heart and you expect me to keep going? You expect me to keep going? Okay, am I like unhinged, or did anyone else get literal chills when reading Fireheart getting his name? Just me. This is still gotta be one of my favorite books of all time. One of my favorite book series of all time. Just because it has such a special place in my heart, and that's never gonna go away. And the impact that it had on me as a child, and the amount of affection that I have, and how it shaped my world, really, in a way. Oh, this is sounding a little bit sad now. But genuinely, I used to spend time, like, in primary school, I managed to convince my entire class to play Warrior Cats at lunchtime. So we literally had, like, a full clan that I was the leader of course. My warrior name was Midnight, so my leader name was Midstar. I shouldn't admit this to anyone, let alone, just put it on the internet. But yes, I made my entire class pretend to be cats for probably the better part of a year at least. I had naming ceremonies, like people had to come in and become like kits, and just, I remember I called one of my friends Goldeneye, which in hindsight is a terrible idea because, of course, all the boys knew that GoldenEye was a James Bond film. But hey, this was amazing. Also, I spent a lot of time on Neopets forums role-playing warrior cats. No, I'm not a fairy. These books were just such a joy. They were the gift that kept on giving for me in my childhood. And I don't know how I would have gotten through without them, genuinely. They're beautiful tales, and they have so much more in them than just cats being cats. You know, they deal with a lot of spirituality, they deal with a lot of family values, and also about being accepting of outsiders and judging someone for their character rather than their background. And I just love that. I love watching Rusty be introduced to the clans and having that experience yourself as a reader, being introduced to this new world along with the protagonist, and then getting to follow him as he grows up and as he becomes a real warrior. And I just love these books. I love cats. What can I say? There's nothing more to say. How do I end this? How do I end this other than an appearance from my cat again? But thank you so much for joining me on my Warrior Cats reread journey. I appreciate it so much. I just needed to fangirl, and I needed to put it on the internet so that at least one other person could hopefully relate. And now I need to probably finally wash this shirt, let's be real. Yeah, don't judge me. Don't judge me, Pippa. Until next time, bye!